Okay, this is the second example. This one is slightly trickier, but definitely one that a lot of students should be able to do. So we're going to use the exact same method as before, using the degree method. So what we can note is that we have a degree 3 polynomial on the top and a degree 1 on the bottom. That means the answer it's going to spew out is going to be a degree 2 polynomial. So we can set 2x cubed take away 9x squared plus 10x minus 3 all over x minus 3 as being equivalent to some generic quadratic. So ax squared plus bx plus c. Where again, we'll note that a, b, and c are some real constants. Now, there's kind of a trick that we can do to save ourselves a lot of algebraic hassle. And note that for each of the highest and the lowest powers, there's only one way that we can combine terms in order to get that power. So to kind of display this, I'm going to multiply both sides by this x minus 3. So we get 2x cubed, subtract 9x squared plus 10x minus 3 equals x minus 3 times ax squared plus bx plus c. So noting if we look for the highest powers, i.e. ways to make an x cubed, on the left-hand side we have a 2x cubed, and the only way to make an x cubed on the right-hand side is if we combine the x and the ax squared. That's the only possible method of getting an x cubed. So note that 2x cubed is the same as ax cubed, which is true if and only if a equals 2. Similarly, we can do the same for the lowest power, so the x to the power 0, otherwise known as the constant terms. Note that on the left-hand side we have a minus 3, and on the right-hand side we just have c. Minus 3c. Wow, minus 3 multiplied by the c. So we get that c is going to be 1. Okay, great. We have a and c. All we need now is b. So we can either choose the x or the x squared terms. Let's just pick the x terms just for sake of argument. It also works with the x squareds. On the left-hand side, we have a 10x. Then on the right-hand side, what ways are there to make an x? Well, we could say x times c, so we could have cx, but also minus 3 multiplied by bx. So we get that 10 is c subtract 3b. Well, we know what c is 1. So 9 equals minus 3b, or in other words, b is minus 3. So great, we have a, b, and c. Now we just need to write our answer. So 2x cubed, take away 9x squared, plus 10x minus 3 all over x minus 3 is 2x squared, take away 3x plus 1. Now, we can leave it in that form. If you want to try factor that, you can. I forget if it factors nicely. But you can leave it just in quadratic form. That's an entirely acceptable answer, unless the question tells you otherwise.